What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Guys, we on this channel, a lot of times we talk about opportunistic predation, or people that prey on other people. A lot of times, the innocent. Enter these three kids up here. This story right here is absolutely appalling. These three children that you see up here are Justin Curry, age 13, Robert Pope, age 16, and Marsavion Lacey, ages 19. These three individuals in October were downtown in Jacksonville, Florida. Shout out Jacksonville. Where they came across this man right here sleeping outside. Roger Barkham, 64-year-old man, did not know any of these people, was sleeping in the street like homeless people do. Until he came across these hellions. Ladies and gentlemen, what they did to this man was not only cold, calculated, cruel, but it resulted in him losing his life. And these kids are being tried as adults, and rightfully so. Under no circumstance and in any household, if you was raised right, would any of this type of stuff be feasible for you to do in your young, goofy minds. Here's the story.
Tonight, three teenagers are now charged in a brutal attack that left a man dead in downtown Jacksonville. They are just 13, 16, and 19 years old. And we are naming the juvenile suspects because of the nature of their charges, and they will all be tried as adults. Our Cindy DeShawn has been digging through arrest reports tonight to uncover what happened in the hours leading up to just this savage attack, Sydney.
Yeah, Heather, and investigators say the man who was homeless was beaten not once, not twice, but 3 times, all within about an hour downtown. A witness spoke up and police found the 3 teens within just hours of the attack.
3 young suspects, just 13, 16, and 19 years old, now charged as adults in the murder of 64-year-old Roger Borkham, 13-year-old Justin Curry, who was indicted by a Duval County grand jury, 16-year-old Robert Pope, and 19-year-old Marsavion Lacey. Detectives say Borkham, who was homeless, was beaten 3 separate times over the course of a little more than an hour back on October 19th. An arrest report revealing officers were called to 110 North Hogan Street. And when they arrived, they found Borkham unconscious near a doorway, blood pooling on the sidewalk. First responders took him to the hospital, and Borkham died 4 days later. The medical examiner ruling his death a homicide caused by blunt force trauma. The arrest report reveals a witness told police he saw 3 teenagers kicking and stomping the victim before running off. Hours after the attack, officers located the suspects half a mile away and took them into custody. Police say they also linked the suspects to a separate incident that night, a robbery on Forsyth Street. Surveillance video obtained by detectives shows the suspects approaching the victim multiple times. Video captures the group beating the victim, rummaging through his backpack, and returning to the scene to attack him again. State Attorney Melissa Nelson says the juvenile justice system is neither designed nor equipped to handle offenders or offenses of this magnitude. By bringing the case into circuit court, Nelson says authorities can ensure the level of accountability, supervision, and judicial oversight that the facts demand.
Now, the sheriff's office is also calling the case a heartbreaking reminder of how young some offenders have become. They urge parents to get involved in their child's lives and make use of resources to keep kids out of trouble before it's too late. Heather.
So young. Sydney, thank you.
Okay, guys. You've seen it. That's a sick, despicable crime. And I'm going to tell you something. I talked about this before in previous videos about the young being led by older idiots. The blind leading the blind. You all heard that term. Look at these kids. And speaking of looking at them, all you young people, if you want to be stereotyped in society, look like nobody cares about you. Look at that. These are their mug shots. And your mugshot tells a lot about you. If you look at Justin Curry, the 13-year-old, he's a kid. He looks like kids do. They tell you to sit there and take your picture, you take it. And as egregious and savage as your crime is, people scratch their head when they look at you and say, damn, he's just a kid. How could he do such a thing? And then you go to Robert Pope in the middle. You see his face. A little bit of attitude. Don't know what to expect, but he's putting that face on. That he not to be messed with. Then you go to Marcovian Lacey, 19-year-old. So we got 13-year-old, 16-year-old, and 19-year-old. And you see him stoic in his savagery. Head up, showing where to put the pinstripe across his windpipe. Hardened. Street shit. 16 and 19. See the progression in mugshot? See the progression? It's also a progression in the mentality. I want you to pay attention. It's the progression in the mentality. Innocent following. Another person in the middle, Robert Pope, transition, and then final product, ninja, 100%. If that's not bad enough, they're 13, 16, and 19. Now watch this. If that doesn't move you, watch this. This shows you a series out here. Look at their ages as proportionate with what grade in school they would be in. Justin Curry, 13. 6th grade, 7th grade. Namely a 7th grader. If he didn't get left back. If he even went to school. If he's going to school. Robert Curry, 16 years old. That's a sophomore in high school. Marcovian Lacey, 19 years old. 1 year out in deep water in adult life out of high school. Why the fuck is a 19-year-old boy that should be out of high school hanging with a 13-year-old? That's a 7th grader. Huh? You don't think it's fucked up out here? The influences are strong on your children. You can be the best parent, have the best household, have the best, structure in place. But there are some kids that will go out and seek the opposite of what you teach in your home. Now, I don't know what kind of parenting these guys had, but more likely than not, these motherfuckers been out of hand for a while. You killed a sleeping man on the street that already had an uphill battle with life. But that goes to tell you, that goes to show you. These motherfuckers is running the streets and ain't nobody watching them. They out there doing whatever. They look at other things that give them examples of what men should be, or they follow behind another one, the strongest one, and whatever he say, they do because they want his admiration and all this other shit. And shit like this happen. Shit like this happen. I wouldn't show him no leniency. You dumb enough to follow somebody, that's on you. My thing is this. I'm really focused on the 13-year-old. How many of his family members knew he was out there on a Friday night downtown, following behind Tweedledum and Tweedledee? Dumb, dumber, and dumbest. Right there. Exhibit A. A man is dead. A man is dead. And then the way they did it is fucked up. You attacked him one time and left. And within an hour span, you came back, fucked him up some more because y'all kept laughing and joking and talking about it. I'm more than sure that third time they came back, they wanted to see. I think they fucked him up the first time and ran off. Went back to see how he was doing. Probably was talking about it. They probably was joshing each other, joking. I fucked him up more than you. Oh, man, you scared. Oh, this and that. I wasn't scared. But let's go back there now. And then they went back again. And then they went back again. Then they went back again. I want you to think about that. This is the mindset. Ain't none of them the voice of reason. The 19-year-old finds it feasible to go out and assault people and have two stunt dummies, 16 and 13 years old. This is what we're doing out here. How can you feel bad for people that do bad shit? So let me tell you something. Regardless of them being 19, teenagers or not, they'd be showing the flowers from me. Because I'm going to tell you something. If any of them kids, right, because I'm 52, I'm grown. If any of those kids attacked me or just, I was walking down the street and they just punched me in my fucking face as a man, I don't give a fuck how old they are. I would handle it. And that's the part that's crazy. People buck up and don't do nothing because they're kids and all this other shit. But if they're swarming on you, you have a right to defend yourself. Now, I don't know what the situation was with this homeless man. But when I was younger, we wouldn't even say nothing negative to a man, let alone fuck with somebody we don't know, because people was crazy. Nowadays, it's strength in numbers and also stupidity. These motherfuckers putting themselves in harm's way and don't care nothing about it. Don't even think about it. They're stupid. Stupid. And you're seeing this all over the place. Different cities, you see it. And it's almost universal in the dumbness you see. You can't mind your business and do anything anywhere. There's no safe place in America. Especially walking out at night alone. Here's another thing before I get out of here. They paraded their asses on TV. Didn't show their face. Showed their faces and everything. Why? Because they're going to be tried as adults. Whereas you have other videos where children do stuff matching the ferocity of this, and they don't show them. All people are innocent until proven guilty. I think they pick and choose who they put on TV, and it depends on the state and stuff, the laws and stuff, of who they parade out and show the face of savages. I honestly believe that, and I think they need to universalize that shit. When you do something crazy, your ass pop right up on TV, and everybody know it's you. I wouldn't discern from a child or not. That shit is bullshit. Somebody's dead, regardless if he's homeless or not. That's still a life, and it still matters, and it still counts out here. And you got these motherfuckers running around here just doing stuff, attacking adults and stuff like this, and it's starting to become commonplace. I refuse to get adjusted to this type of shit and seeing this as normal. It's not. You put your hands on a grown man, most grown men will show you what grown men do. You know what I'm saying? And this type of stuff here, man, it's increasing. And it's almost it's almost commonplace. It's just fucked up that, an older person nowadays, when we were younger, our parents vetted who we was around and said, okay, well, he's a good young man, or what's that? I trust him and this and that. If you're with him, I know you're going to be okay. And they would also talk to person. Now, listen, this is my kid. You're going with you. And y'all ain't going to do no crazy. You'll be held responsible. They don't do that no more. They don't do that no more. Parenting is the biggest problem out here right now with a lot of this youth violence. Also temptation. I feel nothing for these kids. Why? Because I'm more than sure this is not the first time they did some other stupid shit. Said they was connected to a robbery the same night. And they caught him. You fucked some guy up. You didn't run home. You stayed out in the street, continuing your string of dumb shit and looking for more shit to get into that can get you killed. How can anybody feel bad for you? I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. You show me your friends, I will show you your future. And you see it right there. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.